to work to get this win. But now you're going to have Zipmix who's coming in cold. He hasn't had a map to warm up with the rest of the team. He has to hit the ground running here.
Oh, nice little spot there. They were trying to go aggressive up the middle. OG there on the CT side. Nico up long, and a second headshot would have been so beautiful. But at least the rest of OG, just even buying that time, means they're in the right position, and they're going to come flying right through. Mantu, all the chances to get the kills. He's only going to get one, but there's more of a follow-up, and they're getting slaughtered out long. No chance for Astralis to make it out. They just got caught in the middle of the lane. There is nothing to hide behind. They couldn't get back around either down to pit. And Glaive is on his own with a P250 admittedly, but in a 1 versus 3, and they're just going to wait him out. There is a bomb down there. Actually, they're not going to wait him out. They're going to go shut it down. That is a nice round. Mantu with a triple kill, but the timing for them to catch them out long was amazing.
Yeah, big flashes coming through. Once that utility, I mean, that's where flashes can be so incredibly powerful. And they just ate him. Mantu doesn't even hang around. He knows another flash is coming, and then boom, they just peek together. It's so brutal. What a round from Mantu, though. Fantastic work from him. He gets to just go ahead, pick up that scout. He's fully equipped. Everybody is just flying high right now on OG's side.
Yeah, that was, I mean, it even kind of worked out. It made sense what Astralis were doing in the beginning, because they saw that 3-man push in middle. Glaive did that, and they thought, okay, fine.
Yeah.
We'll just go out long.
Yeah. 100%.
But that's that tiny bump in the road, which was Nico, who did get a kill and slowed them down. That slowed them down enough for the rest of the team to get set up. Those are some pretty small margins, but that's how the game is played.
You have to...
He took his time.
Slow down. That's the issue with that whole situation. Like, you have to hold W.
Yeah.
You unbind, the S key, the control key, the shift key. You just... It's W, and that's it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately...
Only forward.
It doesn't... it didn't work out. It didn't work out that way. I mean, I guess, Mezzy is hearing that like, yeah, but Sendler, I don't use W. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, dude. But it's a pistol round win for OG, and they have got a great opportunity here to farm some money with these MP9s.
Indeed. 47 seconds, and I mean, they're all on catwalk. They need a pretty strong opening. And they get a grenade instead. That puts an end to any dreams. Any thought you might have had of like sick deagle headshots and all the rest of it. That did like 150 damage or more, that grenade. That's pretty wild. Mantu right on top here. He's scouting for anyone that he could find. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a slow end to the round, as you could tell. And OG, are they getting out the bomb plant anyway? I guess they are. That's kind of good news for Charlotte. That's more than you would have dreamt of.
That's a big win, actually.
Yeah.
Considering there's 5 players alive on OG, for them to get a bomb plant out of that situation, I mean, you could speak to OG just playing it safe, keeping their gear alive, all that sort of thing, right? Like, whatever, you get the bomb plant. But still, that's a win for Astralis. Bonus 800 across the board. They're going to be feeling good about that. It means that in the following round, not this one, but in the following round, do they actually? No. They're just going to play the economy for the next game, for the next round.
Yeah, it's not worth it, is it, to try and force into the
that world? Yeah, do we live in that world where they go for the forest, Galils and whatnot? Like,
I don't know. I'm glad that they're not doing that. I would read that as a sign of desperation more than anything else. But yeah, Deagles are still pretty powerful. Let's see if they can get something done here. Sip is going to be out long. Another monstrous nade landing up. There was top mid, by the way. Dude, that's really so much utility damage going in early on here. And it looks like they're getting sandwiched in. Alexi trying to get down behind them. He's almost getting shot at the back. Device was still up there waiting for him. But yeah, they're taking turns. More nades landing, blowing up Dupree. A bit of a brutal start that we're witnessing right here.
And Zipmix is like, I logged in for this? I should have just stayed out of this one, guys. Pumpski, are you still here, dude?
Tag him back in.
Oh, man. Flames collects it. And let's see now. I'm waiting. I'm going to reload the stats now because that is actually ludicrous. 194 damage dealt with grenades by Mantu, 142 for Nico, and 76 by Alexi B already in the span of 3 rounds. That's insane.
Yeah, they've been hitting some really great nades. 4th round, though. And this is what Astralis were saving for. And they got that bomb plant. They got the AWP right here. Big opportunity, I think, to get that kill, but just missed it by an inch. Falling back from long is OG. They don't really want to stick around and fight. I don't blame them for it. I think it makes a lot of sense to just try and give this one up. Everyone is out long. Astralis, if you're going to be doing this, you're going to need to go reasonably quickly here, because for all you know, OG are going to be checking top of Dark right now, and you might get trapped there. Flames with a kill, but they line up. It's still a pretty decent trade, but Mantu back here with the scout. Oh, he needs another kill, otherwise they're going to be a man down. And instead, it's Device to pick him off. So kind of a decent trade. 2 versus 3 though, and it's for Marston and MP9.
That's a frustrating thing, actually, is when you hold on to this gear. I mean, with MP9s like that, they had to go for the fight. And with the Scout, obviously, Mantu wishes he had an AWP. He lays waste there. Instead, with the Scout, he's got to play safe, and it just doesn't work. And so OG tried to make the best out of a pretty terrible situation. But that being said, Magisk and Xyp9x are still at half health. This MP9 could still shred them. And Valda's on the flank right now. Device is ready for him, though. Easy kill.
Yeah, timing is everything right there. 40 seconds left, so Nico can't even really play for time at the moment, although he can do some jumping shenanigans. He's going to get the kill on him as well. That is the one thing the MP9 does really well. He tries again, and Magisk, he was low on health. He could have absolutely died then, but it's going to be fine, more or less. Astralis will make it out. That's a bit scary. This, I don't know, this fight worked out better for OG than I was expecting, to be honest.
Yeah, actually managing to get that second kill was really scary.
And I think even, you have to factor in, perhaps, I think that was OG getting initiated up on. I think if there had been another like 2 seconds, then OG would have flashed the corner and then they would have gone. It would have been very different, so.
This is still, now we're going to get that big buy round coming in here from OG, though. So this is what they've been saving money for. Those MP9s in play. Very quick action here in mid, at least from Astralis. They refuse to go long against a fully grenade-equipped OG. Instead, taking over mid and Cat, putting pressure here. So shifting the attention on the map. Alexi B has rotated into CT to try and cover the gaps in mid. The bomb is all the way back in T-spawn still. So even with, it would have been very hard to fully commit quickly here, and it's looking like they're going to go for it. Device has to make his way through.
That is really risky. They're allowed just completely sandwiched, and they can't get out from the confined space, and Nico will spray them all down. A triple kill. He survives on 14 health, and that was a split-second decision. You were just saying it. It's kind of hard to commit to that kind of a fight. They needed desperately that. Again, that clean kill on Valda without anyone going down with him. They needed to not be slowed down. And it doesn't seem like it was a lot, but half a second of standing still to fight is plenty enough to then get sprayed down by Nico.
At this level, yeah, split seconds decide rounds. And that is going to be just as brutal. And now, while Device 1v4, we're going to get a replay here of Nico. Change the door angle now. He can hold on the slope as well as through the main there. But now Device, does he catch Flames? Nope, Flames catches him. So for a buy round like that from Astralis, it looked like Astralis were actually, I mean, it's just because the bomb is left all the way back in spawn like that, and it felt a little disjointed. Felt a little disjointed, like they weren't quite sure what the play was, and they were just kind of reacting on the fly to what they were gathering on that round instead of actually having a game plan to go with right from the beginning.
Yeah, I guess in their minds they thought that was the big opportunity right there. I will say, if they'd got the bomb plant down in that previous round, they probably would have gone for a full buy in this round. But instead, yeah, Deagle, some armor, an AK there on Glaive. They're trying to give themselves a couple of chances, and I can respect that. I think that's reasonable for the T side here to just try and buy a couple of tickets in the lottery. Although maybe he's down to 1 health early on. That's a bit annoying. Glaive is sneaking out in middle. Again, any fight that they can win right now could definitely be very helpful. All right. Some nice jumping, completely silently.
Nasty.
Dupree is still able to pick up the AK, so they can swap it around and keep it alive for a bit here. But, yeah, if they lose this round, it's going to be a pretty decent start. 5-1 in favor of OG. And it's looking that way. And I would still say, I mean, I think, especially when you bring in a new team member like OG have, usually the CT sides are the first to get impacted by that. T sides usually, most people recognize the strats even from their previous lineups, and you just require a little bit less synergy, in my opinion. So, Valda and Nico inside of the bomb site. I mean, with a straight headshot to Valda here, there's a chance to make this play. You can do it. 30 seconds, though.
Yeah, and Xyp is going to try and edge his way through. He found the gap.
It's not bad, but he's already being spotted for Valda up there, taking away some of the attention. Oh, he's actually going to go and fight him. And that means the AK is down, and I think, yeah, the opportunity has already come and gone. They nearly had some timing that actually maybe could have played out, but it doesn't. And Valda with a quad kill. 5-1 in favor of OG. And yeah, I mean, Valda not quite doing what he did last game. He's got way more backup, in fact, this time.
Yeah. Yeah, Nico's right up there with him. Mantu as well. Actually, I mean, it's fairly even across the board here for OG. I mean, it's pretty even across the board for Astralis, too. They've all got 2 kills except for Glaive. Glaive's at 0. So Glaive needs to get on the board this round or he's going to get a secret agent license. And well, now, I mean, this is the big round for Astralis. I thought that perhaps they would go for the fight long and try and take it over. Instead, it's going to be Zipnik's lurking, getting that info. So they know, right now, Astralis know that 3 were at long, that there was a long hold. Ooh. And there's Device catching Mantu. Big opportunity. He's going to try and accelerate onto the site. Nico at window, though. They're in time.
Ooh, and I mean, everyone is just rushing into the fight here. Vegas finds Nico, and that is a big opening. I would say that kind of a move that's a very non-Astralis type move. Even for Device to do that in the beginning just doesn't seem like the kind of thing you normally see. Now, it does work out, so it's really hard to criticize them. They're going to get the bomb plant. They're going to get the round as well. Valda is so low on health already. But that's not the kind... That's something I would expect A-Core or someone to do, you know?
Yeah, the more aggressive kind of playmaking, but that, I like to see it. I mean, something's got to happen.
Oh, it's awesome.
Clearly going back to the defaults is not working for Astralis. Glaive himself in the pre-match interview was saying that they just don't really have much faith in their play right now, that it's inconsistent, and that's clear. I mean, if they keep trying to go back to what's worked in the past, it's not happening for Astralis right now. So to see Device just take the initiative, get the opening kill, he knows that there was a large presence along. Odds are there's a lot of bodies over towards the A site right now for OG, so he's got a window to hit here on the B site if he's quick about it. Nico got him, but Magus was there to back him up, and we saw some good team play there from Astralis. So that, I'm really happy to see. We had to see a round like that, Anders, because if they just kept getting pummeled, it was going to look a bit grim.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely shaping up that way, but I'm glad to see them turn it around. And just if you want to aim some criticism the other way, you could say Alexi, when he's rotating through the CT spawn like that, you can tell that mentally he was not prepared for the idea that someone would be there to catch him right away. And I get that he wanted to get there early to help out, but that obviously is very, very expensive to make that kind of a mistake. So, yeah, it all counts. 5-2 is the scoreline. And Astralis, they need to keep this up. Now, it looks like they're sort of shaping up for a pretty quick mid-type push, which is awesome if they do it right now. That would work really well, especially if they had the backup in upper dark to actually follow through on this. And then it could be a very fast B split. That would be fun.
Presence right now could go for that split. You're right. They're thinking about it because, again, it's just the games, the mind games between these two game leaders right now. Hard thinking A, thinking there was going to be a switch now that Astralis found some success on the other side of the map. Instead, it is going to be Astralis eventually making their way back over towards A. Flames is about to get a bit of a tough situation dealt to him here in a moment as Glaive is about to come around that corner.
Mantu, though there is a problem for Astralis, which is the grenades. They have only 1 smoke, and if you want to go long, you have to basically throw 2 for it to be a perfect cover. Doing a lot, shooting him behind, but they're still not out of the woods yet here. 45 seconds, and now again they're down to 1 Molotov and 1 smoke and a flashbang there on the Astralis side to try and execute something behind. That is not going to be easy. 35 seconds on the clock. Alexi inside of the bomb site. They can Molotov him out if they land it perfectly. He's going to have to move out, but I think they throw it way behind him instead. So he's got all the space in the world, and he just needs 1 kill to buy some time, and it should be just fine. But that's not going to happen. Device will take him down instead. Bomb being attempted right now. 18 seconds on the clock, and Mantu, he's just hoping for 1 kill down here at long. He saw the opportunity, but not quite going to get it. And now it's a bit of a fight here between the 2 snipers. Device sneaking out. He's shot right in the leg, but he gets him anyway. So patient. And Nico not able to complete the spray. Astralis finding their way home. That's a very hard round to win if you're on the Astralis side.
Patience, Anders. True patience there actually paying off for Astralis. And we're going to get this play here from long. This is just so sick from Zip. Taking Flames out of the equation allows them to start pressing forward onto long and then just sticking together as the group, working together to slowly peel this defense apart. That was perfect. And Astralis, man, they really need it because you're thinking, okay, if they start slowing down the rounds and it starts getting dicey and they can't win in that situation, if they only have to play aggressive, Astralis, I mean, that's just OG are going to pick that apart. It's not going to work. It's not going to win them that map. But if they can play aggressive and then slow down rounds and find wins, now we're cooking with gas, and Astralis have got some options. So that's a must-win round for Astralis' confidence going forward here that, hey, we can slow things down and still win, guys. It doesn't always need to be chaos.
Yeah, that was very, very cool, wasn't it? Look at the push into upper dark that's now coming into lower, and if they could catch someone here, that would be big news. But Magus had some heads-up play, making sure that he had that covered. Otherwise, they could have been shot in the back. Gotta appreciate Device also taking that leg shot and then just saying, yeah, I know you're not gonna get back around the corner and you're not gonna have another shot ready in time. So that's pretty cool. Hiding inside of the smoke is Alexi B, and again, Magisk not able to be flanked, not able to be surprised through the smoke. He's doing a lot of thinking right now.
First
kill for Glaive. He was 007 for a second.
Yep, now he's on it. So he got rid of that license. He put that through the shredder real quick there.
Well, you gotta have the license to kill before you can get the kill. Isn't that how it works?
Oh, is that the chicken and egg sort of scenario?
I guess,
Which
yeah.
comes first?
Or it's like a backstop, you know, like once you get there, like now you're ready.
Now you're good.
4-5 is going to be the scoreline. And yeah, I mean, OG, so a bunch of wins for Astralis in getting that last round, that 4 versus 3 that they won previously. Big amongst them is the fact that they are going to be able to do that economic damage to those Source Flames. All right. Unlikely end to the round, I guess. But still. Starting to catch up, starting to do a little bit of damage. Valda has enough for an AWP, which I guess he's going to throw to the Mantu. And then they can put him into play against Device. I don't know, Device seems like he's starting to feel this a bit more. He's starting to hit some of those shots that are just so needed at the moment.
I mean, when your point man isn't getting the kills, because we're just going through here real quick, and as far as opening kills are concerned, dupreeh is 0-3 right now. So you need your entry man to be getting in there and creating that room for you, and if he's not doing it, then you got to be able to fall back on the 1-2 combo punch, right, of Astralis. You got dupreeh, and you've got Device. If one isn't hitting, if the other isn't hitting, well, then you're really in trouble. But Device, at least now, showing up, and he is providing a little bit more time here for dupreeh to get his feet under him and to start finding that form. Mega's taking point on Catwalk now, clearing out, making a little bit of room here. So now the options start to come in. This is going to turn into an A split, but OG still have to be worried about that B split now that they've lost cat control.
Ooh, nice timing on that flashbang. Just clears him right out. Flames is going to be going down, and Mantu, he can't fall back. There's just going to be people behind him anyway. Flash again, and they just get rid of him so perfectly. Everything about that was wonderful for Astralis. And the rest of OG just back on out right away.
You know what I'm getting flashbacks to? The last time these two teams played on Dust 2, actually. And the way that Astralis used their flash grenades, it's actually hell, I think, for Mantu as an op to play against that. When every angle that you take is getting flashed every time. When Astralis start to get into their own here on the T side, and they start flashing those angles, they've got their protocols down. And the last time, it's funny, we were casting that game too, Anders, where it's just like, I was just laughing at Mantu trying to hold a site. You know, he's holding Catwalk aggro, flash, molly, flash, 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 peeks in the device and dies. And you're like, what can you do?
It's got to be just very, very frustrating, right? Especially because you don't want to be relying, let's say that long corner, you don't just want to be thinking about, I hope I hit the blind timing shot.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to be, you know, particularly inspiring if that's all you're doing in the round. So yeah, definitely tough. And also the kind of setup that they had meant, again, it's not like he can just fall back, you know. He actually has to just stay in front of the corner because they're going to be right behind him up on Catwalk anyway. Yeah, nicely done. That ties it up. That's 5-5. Astralis starting to flex a little bit, starting to feel like maybe they could do something here. And again, crumbling that OG economy. This is looking much better. Much, much better.
So we're getting some deagles and smokes in here from OG, hoping to buy a little bit of time. But just an eco round coming in now. A little bit of aggression coming in. dupreeh playing bold, starting to feel it a bit here on this entry frag roll. Gonna find one kill, looking for the second. Nice. Feel good frags for dupreeh. Exactly what he needed. He was definitely trailing a little bit there, but now, I mean, those are the kinds of kills that you need to kind of almost, you need to feed your entry fragger, because a lot of the time the guy's just getting shot in the face. It's no fun playing that role. That's why people don't want to do it. But in eco rounds, you know, give dupreeh the opportunity to go up against pistols and just farm some kills and feel good for himself, you know, so that when his opponents have the rifles, he's already dialed in. He's ready to get those kills.
I definitely think that's important, especially if we're building this narrative that Astralis aren't quite feeling themselves. Yeah, anything like that can sort of be added on top to get the team feeling a little bit more fresh. It's all going to count. 6-5 though. Good string of rounds here. That's what, 5 in a row for Astralis to bring it back to this point. That's pretty impressive. And now we see a timeout for OG. to talk things over, which they can because they're right here. We got cameras everywhere.
It's pretty cool. Still got the...
I'm waiting for the moment where we send cameras out to individual fans and we're just filming them in their room watching.
Filming them in their rooms. The fan cam wasn't enough. Now we need to get it going.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I like that they're finally on land together. It feels like this really has just... They're one of the teams... I mean, like Cloud9. OG was right there with them. Where I was thinking about...
never got there.
Just, you know, Cloud9 never got there. Ripping pepperonis.
Oh, that's rough.
But OG, at least now, finally, they can get a boot camp. They can get a LAN, and they can start enjoying some of the CS the way that other teams have been fortunate enough to enjoy during this lockdown period.
Oh, I was worried for Flames there. He threw that Molotov, and you know, if he thinks that actually went into long and it's all fine, you know, he could peek that corner and die. But something was telling him like, don't do it. You know, don't peek that corner, and he was right not to.
The sixth sense.
Yeah, it's like that little voice in the back of your mind. Anyway, now that they got that long control, they got upper dark as well. What are they gonna do with it? And what, if anything, are OG gonna do? Nice Molotov to clear out Valdiv. That seems like a trick that's almost too easy to make work. I guess Valdiv, did he not have a smoke? Did he not want to use it? I'm kind of confused.
It's gonna feel real good. I mean, anything you can do to slow Valda down, he was feeling it on Inferno. Valda's struggling a bit more here on Dust 2 to find that impact. And OG as a whole, in fact, still kind of struggling right now. They got those 5 rounds, but the peak, the setup, Zipnik's actually... Well, unfortunately, that's a team flash that ends up costing Magisk.
And I mean, it looked like he was even kind of ready for that. 35 seconds, though, and they're going to go for it here. They have a single smoke for... oh, they already threw one of them down, so I guess the other one is going to be coming right away. So, yeah, now it's going to be fully smoked off for the cross. 25 seconds on the clock, and it's a straight-up 4 versus 4 here. 20 seconds left now, and they are really slowing it down, Astralis. This is so scary. If anything goes wrong here, they're not going to have time to recover anything. 10 seconds nearly, and they're going to get that bomb down right now. Alexi spraying for a double. He's got a couple of bullets left. He's really trying to be conservative with them, but 4 seconds on the clock. This kill doesn't matter. Just don't challenge him, and they're going to win the round on time alone. And Astralis, I don't know. They could have definitely gone 5 or even 10 seconds before that. They were all set up for it.
Yeah, very well done there. That's maybe a bit too telegraphed, right, in what it is that you're trying to do with the molly here on Velta to force him into the open. That was nicely done here, but Alexi B at this point, they have to go across with the smokes. As soon as those mollies clear up, they have to push across, because once the smokes clear, then Astralis are stuck. And so Alexi's just ready and waiting. Perfectly done. Glad to see. I mean, that's what we kind of expect from Alexi, though. He's the kind of guy who crosses and T's and, you know, dots the I's. He doesn't really miss anything. So going into the series, you know, kind of mentioned him, Blame F, you know, like the kind of in-game leaders who are really just prepared at all times. Very cool to see that he's going to be getting some of those rounds. But 6-6 now. Still, it could go either way here, though.
It could,
I mean,
yeah.
It's mildly T-sided, this map, but, you know, like most maps these days, mildly.
I mean, this is a good round for OG, but I still think it was also partly lent to them by the fact that Astralis did just run the clock down that low. I just feel like, you know, I wasn't seeing a lot out of OG that I thought, like, yeah, that's the kind of thing I want to see. I still kind of wish that they would find some ways early in these rounds to have a bit more of a say. I feel like that's not happening quite so much at the moment. Nice nade, though. That counts in my book, you know? Get a little bit of nade damage. Try and put some pressure on, make them feel a little bit uncomfortable. I feel like OG have been fairly passive on the CT side, except for some of the rounds where they've had pistols, where they've been, like, trying different things, but some of these rifle rounds, not so much. We'll see. Pretty default setup for both teams, really.
Yeah. This is where they kind of really slow it. I mean, you know that this round is big. The economy is really low for OG. They don't want to get too crazy on their side, because if they lose this round, they are toast. And Astralis obviously don't want to let them into it, so Astralis do not want to be making any mistakes. They've got cat control now, though. Still haven't got long, and that's going to be the retake from OG now. Zip is close enough to hear all of this, though, so he's going to be able to combat. Okay, at this time, they've taken back over long. We're going to have to worry about that. But because we've got cat control, could go straight up cat, or we could go into a quick B split here. And OG, of course, are aware of this. Nico playing very conservatively. Velda and Nico on that B site, not wanting to give Astralis anything if they decide to wrap B.
It's an M4 and an AWP. And again, we've already talked about how good Astralis have been at locking out that AWP on Mantu out long. So if they do that again, they smoke him and flash him off. This M4, I mean, yeah, they're not going to get anything with it. No flash this time, but Mantu just a bit too early on the trigger. He's baited out into the shot. 20 seconds once again. Device will go down. The flick not connecting. And yeah, it looks like they're going to get that bomb plant. Flames actually just running past to try and stop the bomb, but they're not going to be able to. And Nico, he is in trouble as well. I love that play, though. I mean, that's brave from his point of view. Valda turning up behind him to get a couple of kills, but he's on his own. 1 versus 2, and the bomb is already down, and they may be low on health, but he's not doing too well either. And with this FAMAS, I don't know what he could actually do here. He's looking for a headshot, anyone that he could find here, and they're just not giving it anything to him right now. They're just staying put and waiting it out. He doesn't have a kit, so I think he's going to have to back on out of there. That was a bit scary, because I think if Mantu hits either one of those shots, that's probably it. That's
so wild. He actually manages to find this AWP. They're going to trade AWPs. So backs off, saves the AWP, Valda, and then obviously Megas is going to be able to recover Mantu's AWP. So we will have ops in this following round, but that's it's pretty much all OG are going to have unless they go for some crazy force buy here. You're going to have to make a play with the sniper rifle on OG's side. Yeah, a bit of frustration here for OG, and I mean, fair enough. Alexi I bet you he feels the exact same way, where he knows what's coming, except that this time, no double kill. This time, he gets overwhelmed.
Well, I think if either him or Mantu, if either one of them would have got a kill there, I think that would have been such a different round. Again, the Astralis were really running the clock down low. There's the blind shot coming out. Megas ducking right into it. So that's a bit of a start.
It's entirely based off spawn. There's actually a bit of a discussion going on about that, right? Like because A-long defense now on Dust 2 is very spawn-based. And so it's almost where you have some teams that will just have a player that plays long, no matter where he spawns.
Yeah.
And then you adjust based off of that. And then you have other teams that will just say, okay, like what we just saw there from Alexi, where it's just a matter of, okay, cool, I spawned it, give me the op, I'm going to take that shot, and then I'll pass the op over to Mantu, but it's a spawn-based defense. And you've got different approaches to it, but that's an example of how, it's just like go with the flow, go with that spawn, and see what you can do with it.
That's pretty nice, right? They get another AWP picked up. They couldn't defend the B-bomb site, but again, they only had pistols, and Astralis were again standing where the smoke was landing, and they execute right on top of it. It's a good play. About to be 8th round here for the Astralis side. It's looking much better in a bunch of different ways, right? Definitely off to a bad start on Inferno and didn't end up winning that map at all. But this is looking better.
Glaive donating AKs.
Yeah, don't do that. Oh, back around. Nice headshot for Flames. That's not bad at all. So, I mean, if they can get out here with 2 orbs and an AK, and it looks like they will. Sip last second. No, he's going to go down as well. I mean, they're going to have enough money either way, obviously, for the 15th round here, but OG, they're going to be loving that. It makes a huge difference to them.
Nice entry work here from Dupree, though.
Definitely.
That's key.
I think
for Astralis.
I think even at 9-6, even if Astralis win this last round, I still reckon they're going to be pretty good. I think that OG could still do a lot with 6 rounds. Oh, auto sniper down the middle. Don't see it all the time now. It's just the one, so I guess it's more like a homage to the idea, but not like the full commitment, you know? And
that, however...
Oh no, they're on top of the Molotov. Oh no. I was going to say, in classic fashion, though, you do get punished for doing it. Doing the spam down the middle. Never works.
Now they're just trying to fight this out here. Glaive trying to take point, going to get caught by Mantu, and this is just going to fall apart completely from Astralis. Rough round here for Astralis. Megas and Zip, I mean, backing off, but Flames has already pushed through spawn. Of course, they have to be aware of this. They have to know that this isn't a possibility.
I guess because Device died in middle to an AWP, they're thinking there's only one person in B and the other player is mid-AWPing.
Yes.
Which is even it's a super good kind of thinking, but the problem is they ran into the Molotov, and as close as we can get to something like a middle here, 8-7. I don't know. I think Astralis had a pretty good recovery. That was kind of impressive, because that could have gone really badly right off the start there.
Oh, and well, already just a little bit of a trap set by OG in mid. Flames takes down Glaive in the end with 3 players camp.
Think of what that does. They just got a kill in middle. They spot 2 long. Oh, man, if they were in position to do something quick there, that could have been fun.
Could have been.
Could have been. Oh, man.
But, Astralis, they are not going to take this line down. Dupree with the push. Oh, and that they don't get the trade. Flames is like, guys, team, are you there?
Oh, man. I can't believe he got out of there, but he definitely did. Yeah. So, 4-on-4. They get traded. That was some good individual playmaking from dupreeh. Not leaving his team too far behind. And we're just about a minute here. Still checking middle. Not seeing anyone. And now gravitating towards the B side of the map, where Magisk is all the way in the back. They don't have a Molotov or anything to get rid of him. He could do that, like, duck peek thing for a while with the USP, and that in itself could just end the round. Oh, they're going to go back down middle. Look at the Astralis. There's no one at A. They're just all here, ready to fight. Device nearly caught, peeking into that. He's going to get a chance here. dupreeh will one more shot. Sip is also there. They're all fighting in middle. And 30 seconds now. They're going to be up the catwalk. OG want to try and get that bomb plant down. What a weird round. And Valda falls. Magisk able to hit another headshot there. This should be a bomb plant here, but this has just been a very odd round altogether. Alexi, he's actually peeking for it. Finally a bomb plant here, but this is such a strange pistol round. All right. Bit of a smoke. Trying to create like a little bit of a gap. He's nearly getting caught. Has to win this fight right now. Instead, Magisk takes his face off, and Astralis will win the pistol. A much needed round there. What? That was all over the place. That was just like a series of rolling fights that just like followed, you know, all across the map. Very odd.
See, the thing is, you cannot dodge the magic. Astralis are kings at this. You cannot dodge Magisk, my dude, because that's what they realized, Anders. They were like, hold on, we're going to go to B site. Who's anchoring B site? Magisk? No. Abort. Go lower. Go to catwalk. Go to A. Magisk still gets his 6th 2K of the map, though. Multi-kills, that is what Magisk does right now, apparently. It's just, it comes in twos. It comes in twos with Magisk.
I like it. I think it's certainly helping them. He's playing very well right now. I think he along with everyone else is struggling on Inferno, but that's just that's ancient history at this point in time. 9-7. What a great start to the second half. If they can keep this up, then yeah, sky's the limit.
Certainly is. I mean, this is still Astralis, the map that they've had the most, let's say, most success on in recent times over the past 3 months.
Oh dear, that smoke.
That's unfortunate.
Didn't work out like they wanted, and it's kind of a big deal. I mean, first of all,
do now you still have 2 smokes. Alexi and Flames have got smokes.
Yeah, but they can hear it inside of the bomb site. Like they can see it. I think it's just on top of everything. So you've just signaled. Oh yeah, we're kind of setting up out here.
That's a really weird lurk smoke.
dupreeh actually getting tagged. Magisk, they line up, but he goes down anyway. And dupreeh's low on health. That smoke will keep them back, but catching him in the middle is LXCB. That's a very nice kill. Glaive has a chance to clear this whole round up. If he gets the timing from top mid here, that could be the end.
Ooh, but Velda's watching. Velda is not one to get caught off guard. Glaive with the repeak.
He's still doing a lot. He's still buying a lot of time here. That HE did a lot of damage, and Mantu goes down. I don't know. I mean, everyone is kind of low on health. LXCB waiting in here. Clean kill to take down dupreeh, but he can't do anything else, and the trading will just continue.
Now there's an M4 for Glaive to pick up, though. Okay, yep. Recovers that M4, and you have to go... I'm surprised that they don't go as a pair.
Yeah, you would think that normally that's what you want to do in this kind of scenario, but... Device going to be up catwalk. Glaive sneaking through CT. Spawn. Nico with the perfect timing, but not the perfect spray. And he goes down as a result. And now Valda very uncomfortable. He's going to get taken down by a Device. OG, they felt like they had a chance that round, but somehow Astralis find a way through, and they're going to win the round 10-7.
Wow. And both of them winning duels. It feels so weird to be saying that, obviously, when we're talking about Astralis, who you would think, okay, and in a given situation that's even like that, fine, they're going to win it, right? But now you're holding your breath going into these clutch situations for Astralis because you're not sure anymore. But Glaive winning, that's why I say, I'm surprised that they separate, right? Because there you're putting yourself into a series of duels instead of putting yourself into a situation where you can trade, right? Your first teammate goes down, but you trade the kill and you turn it into a 1v1. These are the things that you take into account and that are snap decisions. But Astralis coming up with the confidence play there. And, well, that puts them into double digits now. 10-7 on the CT side. In the lead, Astralis looking real good.
And you would have to assume in a bunch of different, replays of that, Nico just gets that kill on Glaive, and it is a very, very different scenario.
Indeed.
Because he definitely had the time for it there, but that'll happen. He's actually been playing pretty well on this map, though. 16-12, so he's top fragging for OG. that time just wasn't one of them. Dupree sees the shadow, ready to take that fight. Oh, in mid-air, shot right through. Alexi able to take him down. That's interesting. Now we're back into a 4-on-4. Still should be a Astralis round. They have every advantage right now, except for the gift of sight. Glaive flashed and dead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, and that HE2 definitely hurt. But now they're going to make their way up catwalk into a series of headshot angles, which works out really well. At least, you know, you're trying to mitigate that damage. If you take a bullet, you die. And Zipmix finds the one. Device and Maze rotating over once again into a 3-on-3. But how do you get the bomb planted? You got no nades. You just have to run up here and hope. And, well, Zip does not miss that shot.
OG, I think they were really gambling on the Deagles to get the headshots to make that work. And I mean, fair play. That can definitely work out. But Sip able to shut them down. Nice triple. 11-7. I mean, the big positive thing, the big takeaway here, that's a nice flick, is Astralis at least have lost a fair bit of money in every round.
Yes.
Into the second half so far. So OG, they know if they can just win in this round, it's going to be a little bit better. They can bring it back pretty quickly.
And then you go, okay, this is just speculation. We're getting, of course, into the third map here, but then you go into Overpass, a much more structured map, a very frustrating map, especially for a new team. It could be as you're trying to build things out. You need a lot of polish to make Overpass work. And while that's not something that OG should have so early on, things are boding well here for Astralis.
It could definitely be a nice turnaround. Yeah, I agree.
All according to plan.
Flames waiting out here. A little bit of a fight. It was the timing there. Sip is hiding in the corner, and I mean, if they don't check it and he gets a good double spray down, this is all going to be worth it. Dupree now coming back in. Smoke at the corner. Flames not even checking it, and Sip not waiting either, so he is traded right away. And Dupree, he was nearly there in time, but I think about a second late. So that works out in favor of OG. But now Astralis, look at how they're gravitating here. There's plenty of time for OG to change their minds and go somewhere else, but Astralis seem like they've gone pretty much all in on this A defense.
They're going for it. Wow. You were thinking perhaps that they were just going to hang around on that B site, but now Glaive and Elevator can be a real threat. Device has got the angle. Magus is going to cover mid, and so Device shouldn't have to worry about catwalk. At least not for now. And as these smokes go up, this is going to be the push coming in here from OG. All four on A long, ready to go.
If the bomb goes down, Mantu's going to be long, and he could do a lot there, but it's a shot through the smoke to bring down Glaive, and now we're at 27 seconds, and it's back into a 3-on-3. Glaive sneaking up close. Device caught out in the open. He missed the shot, and he's going to go down. Glaive will follow him into the grave, and now it's Magus backing on, slowly trying to save that M4. And again, because of the money lost earlier, they're going to need to save that. Man, that was closer than it seemed.
That was really shaping up to be a bit of a classic performance from Astralis. How many times do you think Glaive and shots through smoke? I mean, it's like, that guy's just got an uncanny ability when he's on his game to just hit shots at key moments through smoke grenades, and yet it wasn't enough this time. And OG picking up a very important round for themselves. Astralis might be kicking themselves a little bit, but I don't think so. I think you have to go for it in that situation. You have to take the fight to him. If you keep the 3 alive, you're hoping that you keep the 3 alive so that you have the money to drop guns this round. Now you're just going to eat that round of eco and see what you can get done. You still have that margin for error, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I think basically a 3-man setup at A bomb side, right? You're going to want to defend that, but didn't get the relevant kills in the beginning, so that's a bit rough.
Yeah, Device will have his AWP next round. This is all right for Astralis now. Just get some Deagles in play, do a little bit of economic damage, and you should be cooking with gas, although they do spend quite a bit more this round than I thought they would. Wow.
Yeah, you're right. Just get some Deagle headshots. We all love them.
Oh, they make for nice highlight clips.
Yeah, exactly. Throw a couple our way. Do it for the fans, especially through the smoke.
Dude, Mantu, that's such a shot! They don't know, though. It doesn't look like they realize that there's a huge opportunity for them to get onto the B site here, OG.
I think we saw this on Inferno as well. This is a tendency where even when they have the opening OG, they prefer to really take a deep breath before they do anything. They were doing that on Banana Row, and they'd get some of those openings on the C side. They didn't just rush straight into the B bomb site. So I think that's like a team, like a team mentality kind of thing right now for them.
Okay, so now if you're Astralis, you're going to be saving your guns. All right, so this is just a shot through. A little bit too consistent with that spray there. Those tracers, you know.
Yeah.
At this level, they're gonna follow. It's like connect the dots. A, B, head.
Didn't know when we were kids and we were doing that. That's what we were training for.
That's what we were training for all along, Adders.
Gamer training early in life. I reckon this is suddenly a very, very interesting map now. It's going to be 11-9. The economy for Astralis, it's going to be pretty questionable because they did invest a lot in that round and they're not able to buy fully in this round. I guess they could do what they did again and then the round loss bonus is going to start to get there.
If they didn't spend so much in that last round, they would have been able to buy this round. And instead now, well, it's looking like it's another round of eco coming up here for Astralis. Do we get a timeout called? No timeout called. We're live. Interesting. Okay, so hard eco for a couple of them. And yeah, this is just a rough round now for Astralis. A little bit frustrating. Dupree going for some shenanigans in mid. What's he trying to do here?
I mean, they were trying to get that those headshots last time, right? He's just hiding inside of it with a USP, so still, if the smoke fades at the right time and you can pop out, maybe you could do it. They're gonna find an empty bomb side though. Perfect call, perfect read from Alexi. Yeah, you love that.
Yeah, you love to see it. If they keep all 5 alive as well here, this is gonna be monsters. OG are gonna have so much money going forward in the rest of this half. It's going to be very difficult now for Astralis to get a grip on the situation. And so Magisk is going to find a kill on Nico. That's a feel-good moment for him. I mean, sure, you should have money to buy up again if you lose this M4, but it could be nice to hold on to the M4 as well, Magisk. So he's going to have to play a little bit carefully.
he's going to want to look up at some point, right? He's not sure, but there is someone else. He's got some backup now. It should be fine. Pre with the 1 and eventually gets found. So there is a kit on Magisk. It would have been fun to see some kind of like a wild ninja defuse, but that is not in the cards right here. Magisk though doing quite a bit more damage than maybe could have been expected, but he can't get that last one and the bomb won't get him either. So Mantu with a nice triple that saves the AWP. It actually takes the M4 away from Magisk. Now they can still rebuy all of it, so they're going to be fine this round, Astralis, but it does matter in the end. Every rifle lost at the end of the game is going to come down to that. 11-10 now, and that's OG finding 3 in a row. They're building something, and again, it's Nico top of the board here, but all of OG are doing very well at the moment. Just they're all contributing. Quick double boost on the catwalk here for Astralis. They tried to do this earlier, and they didn't really find anyone this time. They're not even going to be boosting into lower dark. They're just going to be catching Mantu. What a shot from Device.
Beautiful shot. That's the kind of shot that Device is just so good at, isn't he?
Yeah.
Gets that angle, just holds it, plays the percentage game, and then even finds Alexi B trying to peek into mid. This is brutal now. Device has got this opportunity to really just lay waste to OG. 2-man advantage in a key round here. And all off of Device making plays. Very well done. That's the thing with Device.
He's so ready. Oh, they had that battle going on for a long time, but yeah, Valda on his own in a 1 versus 5, and that was just Device saying, I guess this is my round then.
Mm-hmm. It's just what he's so good at, playing he's just so good at playing these angles. Not the flashiest opper, right? He's just like, okay, I'm going to get into this spot, and I know that 80% of the time you're going to peek it at this time, and so I'm ready. You know, boom, hits the shot and moves on. 13 op kills so far for Device. So I mean, getting work done. That's compared to Mantu with 8 on the other side.
Yeah, it's been you can even tell it's been a bit of an uneven battle here on this particular map. So that's going to make a big difference. We are on Dust 2 after all. Valdez waiting out the time. I mean, I don't know what else he was meant to do. So that's just what it is. About to be 12-10.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's definitely trending in Astralis' direction right now, but
it feels like they're making confident plays. You know, like just getting in, taking that fight last time. There's that shot from Device. Frustrating moment there. And then obviously it's that follow-up.
That flashbang must have been real close to actually getting him, but somehow not.
So Valda just going to try and live through this. Astralis shouldn't even bother hunting too much because they know that OG have got filthy money, so they're going to be able to buy out no matter what, right? So risking your guns is not a good idea. They save, they survive, they get everything. They have that second op from Mantu as well, so that's really big here from Astralis. Now you can go into a double AWP defense. Dupree, no slouch in his own right on the AWP. And this is that opportunity now for Astralis to actually just put an end to OG. Big buy round coming in from OG. They had plenty of money, like I said. And so now long control coming in here from Astralis. Device holding in mid.
Yeah, he's being really aggressive right now. I think he's sensing too that he's got the advantage right now and taking the sniper fight. So he's just trying to maximize what he can actually get out of that. Can't blame him for it either. 12 to 10, and they're hanging out looking for not even much of a B split. I mean, they could turn it into that, but they could also just try and go pretty quickly and have Alexi try and draw out anyone that's in middle and keep them there. Oh, no, Magus going down. Device, he's not running away from the fight. He's running into it, and he's going to have to take it on his own. Essentially a 1 versus 5 for Device in this bomb site. Going to flick to take down Valder. It's a good start, but it's going to get so much worse because now the grenades are on top. They're everywhere all around him. The no-scope does nothing for him. And eventually, Flames with the Flames will take him down.
Isn't that perfect thing? Yeah, exactly. I don't even need bullets. You say, read my name.
He's got it.
It's like some little pyro kid lighting things on fire.
That instantly reminded me of the pyro from TF2. Remember that?
That thing. It scares you.
No. I'm glad there are no flamethrowers in Counter-Strike.
Well, you don't spy check. How would you spy check in Counter-Strike?
Listen, you don't need to spy. Spy is a useless class in Team Fortress. Calling it out. If you play the spy and you're listening to this and you're getting upset, then I don't care.
They just deserve your fate at that point.
Yeah, it's how it is.
These dangerous games that we play. If we're named Dupree.
Yeah, he wanted. He wanted something at the end. Just didn't get it.
So close, though. So close. All right. So what happened here? That was just Magus going for the peek. He got the headshot, too. That's so unfortunate. And this is kind of inconsequential. Getting the kill, he needed it to get 2. Just not enough damage there. And so we get that replay, and we can see how OG were just perfectly primed to pounce on an info peek from Magisk. And
yeah, that worked out really well.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly. The setup, Magisk just walked right into the trap.
Where do you focus? There's like it's like an evolving community discussion all the time about which map people like the least, and I feel like it's like a 3-way tie these days between Vertigo, Mirage, and Dust 2.
Sure. Yeah. The thing is
you get to pick one, the power to pick one, and just.
Oh, which we dislike the most?
Yeah, which one would you just get rid of?
The thing is, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Vertigo, there's so much you can do with it tactically, but at the same time, it feels like it's so superimposed and so slow because you have to walk everywhere because sound gets given up everywhere. True. That's my one beef with it. But to be fair, personally, I need to put more time into it. I don't like watching it because it just feels like a ramp simulator, but...
It's a lot of that, yeah.
But apparently there's a lot of depth to it that I obviously, it's like, oh, Zeller, you just don't realize. Fine, fair enough. Me, personally...
So maybe Vertigo, potentially.
I am a man of simple taste.
All right.
I like Dust 2.
Fair enough. Well, the timeout has come and gone, and they're setting up for another pretty fast B hit here. It's like they've sensed the weakness. Oh, they don't want to go for it. I kind of wish they had. I feel like they've understood that there is a weakness. Oh, they're going to go for a triple boost to look all the way over the smoke. That is super next level. This has definitely been done before, but not enough that you remember it, and that was a big opportunity. They tried again, Magus! I don't think he realized. I don't think he understood what was happening, and then the grenade. Oh, wow. I just don't even know.
Where did his grenade go?
Yeah, I mean, Mantu's taking a lot of damage, but all of Astralis are like gravitating out down towards the catwalk, which actually makes a lot of sense. And they could catch Alexi B right here. That would be amazing if they could get that kill. Yeah, they're going to clean it up right away. Oh, that gives so much control back to Astralis. Nice move. Because they wanted to get closer to the B bomb site to help out without giving up A, and that's just another way of saying catwalk, isn't it? Sip goes down, though. Device is still inside of the bomb site. They do have a Molotov for him, but it doesn't even matter. Nico is playing so well right now. 19 kills and finding that straight headshot to take him down. 30 seconds on the clock, Lave. Do you want to risk it? Do you want to jump and reveal yourself? Maybe get a kill, but probably not. Nico just unstoppable. A triple kill again, and it's leaving Dupree alone. What a wild end to that round.
What happened there? Was that miscommunication? Was Zipnik slow to communicate just how fast those guys were? Because they were right in his face. And Device looked like he was expecting them to hold at stairs. Like they were either further away or that they were going to hold. So did he just, was there miscommunication there on the part of Xyp9x as to how close those guys were? That's unreal that Device just dies for free like that. That's not supposed to happen.
No, it looked really awkward, didn't it? He definitely had the time to set up for an angle, but didn't play out that way. That's going to tie it up. That's 12 to 12, and now it's kind of anybody's game. And the trouble that Astralis have run into is the money is starting to get fairly uneven. This is such a freaky start to the round.
So unfortunate for Megas that doesn't get more from this. Okay, so Zip was playing anti-flash, and that's what was going on there. Got it. I was very curious to see, like, Zip was playing so aggressive on Catwalk. He was really in a one-and-done sort of scenario. And, yeah, Zonic is not looking happy right now. One bit. Dude is pissed.
Yeah. I can't really blame him.
Well, this is all the it's backfiring. It's like, okay, I mean, I don't know. Is it hubris that you put Bubsky in? Or are you forced to put Bubsky in on Inferno? Or, like, what's going on here with Astralis is what we're all wondering. Because, if your plan was, okay, you know what, we'll lose Inferno, but we're going to win Dust 2, we'll go to Overpass, it'll be fine, right? That's the game plan, and we're positive it's going to work. Fine, fair enough, but I mean, now, if you lose this map, this is just terrible.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot left to be figured out at this point, isn't there?
I mean, it is unfortunate that you do get OG because of the rules and how the rules were set up. You get OG first round. That really shouldn't be happening, but the rules are rules. And
yeah,
OG made a player change. And the way that the rules are written is that if they make a player change past a certain date, they get last seed. And Astralis happened to be first seed. And so all of a sudden, you've got a team that's definitely not last seed going up against the first seed.
That's how it works, yeah. But I mean,
still.
Again, you would just say still, it should be fine for Astralis, right?
Yeah.
And it has been looking pretty good on this Dust 2. It's just that they've kind of stumbled a little bit here, and now you're seeing like, oh, where's that? How do they get up again, I would say right now, if you look at the scoreboard, Magisk, Device, and Dupree, each one of those could probably start out one of these rounds with like a nice little triple or a double kill even, and that should be enough. 20 seconds on the clock. Glaive is hiding inside. Ooh, this could even be the round. This could actually work out. Glaive out with the deagle. Big double kill. And he's going to get that working. 10 seconds left on the clock, and they are a man down and running out of health. Magisk will get one kill there, or will get a bullet to the face, but it doesn't matter. They're running out of time. Flames can't do anything. That's Astralis finding a 13th round out of nowhere. Ooh, that is so disturbing. I mean, it was a double stack on the bomb side itself, but Glaive, this move here, that made all the difference.
So big. Boom. That is just the perfect trap, and it worked out perfectly. What a play from Glaive, the hero. And yeah, Alexi B, I mean, this is a catastrophe. To lose that round there from OG.
Yeah, that does way too much damage. Their economy, they can actually, impressively, I think they can probably still force it up in the next round, especially if they get the bomb plant. They're going to go quick Device. They could probably catch him here, to be honest. If they keep going, if they flash, Glaive is taking upper dark. They need to move OG. They don't know yet, but they are on a timer. And every 5 seconds from here on out, the map is going to shrink and get really small for them. Oh, dear. They're trapped.
Yeah, they're trapped. They're stuck in here. Well done by Device, though. He manages to back off. He realizes he's at a disadvantage in that fight against Montu. And so changes it up so that he's back on that bomb site. And, well, now you can have long. Whatever. We're getting all of the rest of the map. Astralis have now got Glaive, peeking around in mid. He sees that nobody's here. Magisk is still holding upper dark, sees nobody. This should be a rock-solid defense here for Astralis on this A site in a few moments' time.
Gonna have to be some real good smokes to try and get past here. There's not even all of it. They smoke the CT spawn instead. They're doing some decent damage to begin with. Actually, these deep smokes here from OG are probably working out way more than if they'd smoked the traditional crossing there. So, bomb should be at least available here. Astralis for the retake, they have 2 smokes. So even this long plant, I mean, they could do a lot of smoking around it. Get that AWP back down long. With Valda, don't keep that AWP close. I feel like this is about the after plant now. I can't believe they've got it down. It's 5-on-5 at the bomb site, and they still get a bomb plant without losing anyone.
That smoke. And now, Glaive gonna get forced, flashed in. There it is, opportunity.
Oh, but Valda, he's flanking them on Catwalk. He's walking up right behind and taking down Device. Actually, Flames will get that shot, but Valda's still here. And that bomb now. How do you get up and defuse it when he's in that position? Mantu, he's just covering it. He just needs one good shot. There's a bit of a bait. He does it again with a shoulder peek. 3 seconds on it. He has to do it, and he's not going to be able to. The bomb instead goes up. He had the time. Oh, God. I certainly didn't realize. I think Astralis realized. They thought they had the time for it, but there was a second or something left of that defuse. My God.
Just buying just enough time, and Device with a shot. I mean, this is unreal. Anders, though, it's such a great point that you make that they actually had that smoke down at the entrance to CT on the ramp, at the base of the ramp.
Yeah.
I think that smoke made a world of difference for OG. It let them move on up. You know, Astralis were in their CT just ready to boost and play shenanigans around the edges of the smoke, and instead, well, right into the action here. Device full blind hits the headshot on Nico. But that round is just way too close.
They must win this round, OG. I mean, losing the other one where they got surprised and ambushed by Glaive out the smoke, that's one thing. But if it happens again and they lose another round of just pistols, that you can't do and still expect to win the map, you know? At that point, you're going to have to just accept that that's probably not going to be doable any longer. 13-13. If they win it, it's up to 14. And Astralis, I mean, even their round loss bonus is only at 2, you know? Like, it's not that great at the moment. They are going to be in a lot of trouble unless they can turn this around somehow.
Yeah, that's where, I mean, you know, whether you go for it or not, there's that additional pressure from Astralis in that clutch. It was all or nothing, because if you lost those guns, you weren't buying again this round, and your economy's in shambles. So now, well, Astralis devices on the site posted up. OG playing this very nice and slow. They have superior firepower, superior nade power. Should just make use of that and work their way onto that bomb site. But Astralis now grouping up. They know Glaive pushed top mid. He's going to be on the flank soon. Magus is rotated in. This is it.
My kingdom for a flashbang out here on long if they could get their way through, but they don't have it. So boosting instead to try and make that work. Nearly catching it. That could have been a nice kill there. The boost is going to get shut down. And Valda, he can do the math. He realized that guy wasn't 3 meters tall. There's probably someone holding him up.
Yeah, and the flank, it gets caught as well. So Mantu well aware. 2 kills for Mantu, though. He's starting to come back into his own here with the AWP. 15 kills. He's not... No, sorry, that's Device with 15. 12 kills. So he's almost caught up.
All right.
Definitely getting there.
So, I mean, there was a nice beginning for Device. There was a good shot there, but there was nothing really after that.
Device is still top fragging for Astralis. I mean, he's still getting in there. A little light on the damage per round.
14-13. That's really only half the problem. We were talking about the money earlier. They have enough for a buy here, Astralis. Impressively so. I actually thought it was going to be right on the edge, but they're going to be able to put a buy together. And you have to think that the economy is probably what's going to decide a lot of the outcome of the last couple of rounds here. 20 kills on Nico, but then the bottom of the scoreboard is Valda with 16. So what, from 20 to 16? Think about what a short span that is for a team. That's really good.
Yeah. It's just all guns blazing right now for OG, and they know that they have got Astralis by the short hairs. This is such a difficult situation now for Astralis. Double AWP, but we really haven't seen, you know, huge lockdowns with the double off from Astralis. Hasn't worked wonders so far. But between Device and Dupree, they've traded places this time. Dupree towards the B site. Device is going to be locking down A.
I'm excited to see Dupree opening. I feel like that's... I've seen some insane highlights from him in the past, right?
He is so impressive, and that he can just perform with whatever weapon. Like, the dude is a beast.
So I'm happy to get a feel for that. A little bit of a flash there. I mean, that's Nico just trying to keep their attention. They're checking out Catwalk. See what is Valda doing out long. He's got 1 flash left here, so he could buy a little bit of time or a little bit of, again, just keeping their eyes on long if they want to.
Man, they've given up so much map, though. Look at this. I mean, Astralis, it's like hard B defense. Dupree only now rotating to window to maybe peek for some info. 40 seconds on the clock. They have no idea.
But they're going to go for it. 35 seconds. Glaive trying to escape off there, and they're out the middle all of a sudden. Oh, I can't believe he finds the second kill. Glaive, he was low on health even after the first fight, but that double kill alone, that just might do it. 22 seconds on the clock, and Nico is waiting for them in upper dark. He needs his team to clear this and take the attention away for that B defense, and right now, none of that is happening. 10 seconds, and I think this round is pretty much already spiraled out of control. Valda, he's going to find the kill, but it doesn't matter. Inside of the bomb site, Dupree is still holding it. 4 seconds, and they can no longer plant the bomb here. They can find Dupree. Sure, that's going to be a little bit annoying, especially losing the AWP, but That double kill for Glaive. I can't believe he won the second fight. That's amazing.
I can't believe he wins the first. Let's see this. All right, so Glaive charges through, not flashed, and what happens? He just catches, the timing. He just captures Alexi B looking towards mid. Unbelievable. And that, I bet you, is because, again, details, right? Alexi may be just checking mid to see that his teammates are out or that he can help with a crossfire, you know, checking the rest of CT.
Yeah.
You know, it's just these details, but Glaive getting that kill on Alexi just utterly destroys everything. Unbelievable. The highest value frag coming through there for the end, for the in-game leader of Astralis.
Wow. I mean, that round that could spiral out of control immediately if Glaive just gets traded right there, then in the B-bomb side right away, you know?
Oh, that's done,
and Nico's holding up a dark, so he's just, you know, he's ready. If they try and fight middle, he's going to be there to take them down. That probably would have worked just fine.
What's
real
wild
thin margins.
I mean, again, well, this is the Pug map, right? But like, I mean, Mirage as well. Whatever. Point being is, Astralis having to fight tooth and nail here to get this to work. This is so brutal. And yet, nobody's really dominating on the Astralis side of things as far as kills are concerned. I mean, they're trailing as far as their kills are concerned compared to OG, and yet still here we are, 14-14, tied up. Double AWP on the T side for OG. Why not?
So wants it. Alexi, he's just ignoring him. He's hunting for it. He was all the way tunnel vision on getting that kill. Oh, man. I realize that doesn't work out, but I bet you if you replay that from Alexi B's point of view, you can tell how much he knows about what the enemy is doing on the other side just by the sounds. He hears the grenade at top mid. He stops right in front of the spray when he's through the smoke. He's just following him on all the audio cues. And if there hadn't been a teammate there at CT spawn, he would have absolutely got that kill. But as it happened, that was a pretty big price to pay.
And what does Valda do now? Valda, again, this time it's not 20 seconds you have to survive. Still 50 seconds left, and these guys are combing the map now. Astralis, Glaive and Meg is working their array around. They're gonna figure out where he's playing from. They have to. They have so much time.
And with the round loss bonus that they have, this orb on Valda is so important. They don't have the money to buy another one. I mean, I don't know, maybe Valda could buy one, but then he's not going to have anything else. They want to throw this on over to probably whoever spawns long and then just go for it. 30 seconds. I don't know if this is going to be doable. He's looking kind of the right way, but surely they're going to come. And they don't have that much money either, Astralis. It's kind of risky for them if they throw it away and it goes into overtime because they're lacking like 1 or 2 rifles. There's Megis going down 14 seconds. And again, do you want to hunt? How confident are you?
You don't have money of your own.
No.
You're at 3 guys now. You need to stay alive with these 3. You could afford to give up Glaive. I think that's why Glaive is obviously pushing all over the place. Like, you can afford to give up 1 rifle. But that's where it ends.
15-14. And yeah, Device, some good shots there. But I think the real battle for that round was down the middle.
This is them actually, you know, making adaptations. Astralis, you know, to what has worked, where OG keep going back to this setup of just camping upper dark, hoping for somebody to peek. Well, this time there was an op there. It wasn't Magus with the rifle. It was an op. It was Device. He hits the shot, and there it all kind of falls apart. And so Astralis have set themselves up for success. We do have a buy coming in here from OG. 2 players hard on the B side already for Astralis, though, at the beginning of this. But there will be no just B rush or anything thrown into it. Passive play from both teams. And Astralis have taken over long, as well, they are wont to do. But now do they get a presence in mid again or not?
Yeah, I mean, Glaive is getting there now, but it was a good window, 15 seconds or so, where definitely a fast type B execute for OG could have done some damage. Not that they could have really known it, but we could tell. And let's see, it's overtime or nothing here for OG, and we'll go into a 3rd map on Overpass, which would be quite interesting. We're all looking forward to that. Kind of hope that it happens, but there is still a chance here for OG. Valda out long. See if he's going to be able to either trust his team to get the bomb down without him, and then he could be like a very late lurk, and it could be very interesting, or he could create enough of a distraction so to clear out a little bit of space here for them as they try and get out. I think he's already thrown a flashbang out here, but it's just Sip. Device is still pretty much locked and zoomed in on this catwalk, and we're down to 37 seconds. There's a little bit of a smoke, another one, and actually a third one coming in, creating a whole wall just to try and get onto the bomb site. Flames, does he want to go for the swing? It's very dangerous to try and do that. Instead, he smokes it off, and the bomb is going to be planted with 5 people still alive. A quick trade, and we're into a 4-on-4. Device is down at long, and so is Sip, but they're just holding catwalk right now, and the bomb is planted perfectly for them. This is going to be a very, very hard retake for Astralis, no matter what.
And Glaive getting that 1-for-1 was crucial. He sold himself, he got it. This has set his team up for success. Now Astralis with the 4v4.
Nice headshot there to start it off with. It's trending towards overtime. Makes can sip a left a Molotov kill, but I don't think it's anywhere near in time. They still actually have to get onto the bomb itself, and Sip is on his own. 1 versus 2, and he gets shot down from Alexi. It's overtime on Dust.
And sometimes it is just that simple. You're not clicking heads.
Yeah, but I do feel like they've been playing sort of better and better throughout this second map, at least.
They have. Oh, without a doubt. This is
007.
not the Astralis of Inferno.
Yeah, and I mean, it's slowly going in the right direction. Question is, will it be in time to actually win this in overtime? Device, pretty good timing, but Flames makes it through. And I don't think Device even knows he's going to get shot in the back and he dies. He had a lot of trust in that Molotov, and it was slightly misplaced by just a second, maybe. Leg shot on Glaive is trying to make it through. And OG in the past, remember, they've not been falling victim to this thinking of like, let's go right now, like we got the weakness. They've been doing this every single time. They did on Inferno too. Even if they had like a bit of an opening there, they're not the team to just rush right in and try and crush it through. And if they had and they ran into that Org on Magus, could have been real bad. So I'm glad that they managed to control themselves once again. Minute on the clock. They do fall really far back.
And how frustrated are you right now if your Device and it's just, you realize it's just a nade misplacement that cost you there?
Maybe not even, just the timing isn't like, he just threw it and he thought like, yeah, that, like he threw it on top of them and just thought, that's it, you know, it's fine. Didn't realize they were there. Dupree out on long. Oh man, it might be time to get out. 35 seconds though. I don't know, the other hand, if he stays, he could slow them down, and they're already slowed down. 30 seconds. Oh, this could have a very unhappy ending for OG. I don't think they realize, but Astralis are all here. 20 seconds on the clock. Kill for Dupree. They did not even check it. A good return, though. 19 seconds, and they try and spray through. It's Magus with a 1 kill. He's going to continue. Nearly a triple. Another couple of bullets would have done it. 10 seconds on the clock. They need to pass. They need to get that bomb down, and they're not going to be able to. Magus right through. 5 seconds on it, and it's going to be Astralis winning the first round of overtime. Magus with the triple all the way over from the B-bomb site. That is so incredible.
And it looked like the sigh of relief from Magus there at the end as well. I mean, just so close. Again, this is the cost of slowing down the game, though, Anders, where it's like, okay, you have an opening, you can slow it down, sure. But when time comes, you need to actually push onto the site and get it done. And that is not what happened here for OG at all. Dupree as well, dude. If you're wondering why he's not scoping up again when that push starts, he's going for the quick scope. It's that the sound would give it away. They're close enough to hear him scope, and so he has to go for a quick scope, which means he's only getting the 1 kill. Unless, you know, somehow they line up, and, well, you know, obviously that's just a joy, but didn't happen. Still, him trading himself 1-for-1 there, every time right now on this CT side, Astralis are still finding the value.
It's definitely, it's great news. And you're absolutely right. I mean, that is the other side of the coin. If, you know, you end up running the clock down that low, and that's what they've been doing all throughout this game. They did it on Inferno as well. And it's been working out a lot, so it's even hard to blame OG for it, but you see what happens, and it can get real tricky.
Oh, indeed.
Let's see. Out the middle, just taking a peek. They haven't been doing any, like, really fast B executes, which is a little bit interesting. Oh, Glaive! He went real wide on that angle. He was committed to that fight, 100%.
Ooh, this is so tough.
Dupree nearly dying the same way that Device did then, by trusting in, you know, in the nades.
These smokes are like force fields for OG, though. It was the same thing last round on B. The smoke goes up and they just don't go through it, even though perhaps there's a window. And here, same thing. Smoke goes up, OG decides to slow it down instead of charging.
Well, let's see if they can actually make it in here again. 30 seconds on the clock. Nice shot for Dupree. Able to get that. Oh, in midair! Taking down Alexi. Sip with a headshot on Nico. And just like that, from a 5-on-4 into a 2-on-4. Astralis bring it back. They are looking so hot right now. And Dupree, 3rd kill. But that second one, that's the one that you're going to see in the highlight. Man 2, 1 versus 3, and he's just having time for anything. It doesn't even matter. He's counting on his team in that moment to do the work and get the bomb down. dupreeh had a completely different round in mind. That is so cool.
But they're holding on, and they are going to get the guns, and OG is going to be able to get a full buy going into this last round, despite the lack of a bomb plant. And yeah, that's... Whew. Again, hey, Anders, you were looking for some dupreeh op shots. There you go. The guy can op when he needs to. I mean, so far, so good in this CT half for dupreeh. And obviously, the first half is just a continuation of overtime. But 5 op kills for dupreeh so far. The guy is a monster. He can just do it all. It's so sick. And really, I mean, Astralis just ride or die. Basically, it's like Device and dupreeh are the driving force behind this team right now in this period of struggle for them, where they can't quite find that winning combination. Yeah. At least they can always count on Device and dupreeh.
And that's even more encouraging when you're on a map like Dust 2. So, you know, that double up is probably going to have even stronger synergy, and it's quite good to see. So, yeah, 2 out of 3 rounds in the overtime so far have gone to Astralis. Both, I would say, definitely with a strong chance for OG to do a lot more, which they just did not capitalize on. So, we'll see. Flames making his way up, clearing the corner first. Looks like they want to try and do it again, and this time it's actually Sip who's holding the bomb site.
This time it's actually much better.
Yeah.
Fresh smoke, though. Fresh smoke, and Glaive still waiting. Magus and Glaive have got the crossfire on mid right now, but with 44 seconds left, no peeks for info, though. Device, as I say that, is peeking Longhouse. He's not seeing anybody out here, but that doesn't mean anything. Footsteps, though, he's going to be close enough to hear that, and they accelerate now. OG onto the A site.
Go straight for it. Quick trade. Sit there. Not able to get the multi-spray down that he wanted. They're trying to get past Device, but that's not been easy in the past. He's seeing that he knows for sure. 20 seconds on the clock. They need that bomb plant. OG again. Time has really been a bit of their enemy in the last couple of rounds, but this time it looks like they're going to be able to find a way through. Bomb will finally go down. It's a 4-on-4. Now can they actually hold it afterwards? Again, they're on the catwalk. There is one Molotov on dupreeh that could absolutely ruin OG's round here. LXCB is really far forward, so let's just see. That grenade goes up. It's a little bit further back, but there's no one near the defuser. I feel like that's a bit early throwing that Molotov, because it's going to be gone by the time you actually get to the bomb itself. Yeah, now they're ready to fight a counter Molotov on top of the bomb, stopping any and all defusers. Oh, it's actually going a little bit far, but still, nobody is on it. Man 2 with the kill on Magisk, and now it's a 2-on-2, and they're in a lot of trouble here. A little bit of a attempted jump, but it's going to be 17 to 16 at the end. Nice round, although it was a bit chaotic at the end. Turns out OG will get at least 1 out of 3 rounds in overtime the first half.
In the first half, and it's just unreal that they actually managed to get this without any flashes to get rid of Device. The one thing that they had going for him is that Astralis weren't aware that there was no flank. Device kept coming back to Longhouse to check to see if there was a flank. They're not sitting there thinking they've got 4 guys on a catwalk and they don't have to worry about anywhere else on the map. And so Device wasn't as involved in the hold as he could have been, perhaps. And that, I think, is just enough for OG to get in there, get the bomb plant, and then just hold from there. So again, when OG are getting onto the bomb site, they're doing really well. But now, obviously, we're changing sides. Damn. And Mantu wins the duel.
Didn't even look like he was visible at all there from Device point of view. But I guess he was.
Well, that's a battle deal.
Device has been winning that fight a lot, hasn't he?
He has been getting the upper hand in the op duel so far. And well, now, I mean, Astralis obviously just hoping to kind of try and close it quick after a near perfect first half. And now you're down a man already.
By the way, just in case you're lost track here, it's actually Manta the top fragging overall in the game. He's 25 kills. He's overtaking even Nico now. So that's a great job. Alexi not going to get surprised by dupreeh, although it was close. He's able to pick that up, and they know what's coming next. Looking right over. Nice jumping. Nice movement from Alexi. Dies to the bomb. Sip reaching up from beyond the grave, but it just doesn't matter.
He knows exactly what to do. You think you're going to pull my own tricks on me?
He's ready for it.
He's ready for it. He knows what's up. And Alexi's going to be able to look over that smoke, no problem at all. So, tied situation now, 17-17, and it's all a question of whether or not Astralis can pull it together here in this next round. Very well done there by Alexi.
Yeah. What a round.
Yeah, just sick. Real clean work. That's exactly what needs to happen there for OG. That's going to be a real confidence builder as well.
17-17. I mean, I don't know. It could be double overtime, obviously, or it could be a clean win for either one of them. Still both in the cards. First and 19. A little bit of damage done down the middle. Some of the rounds that were working out pretty well for Astralis in regulation when they were on the T side was some of those B hits where they were, you know, able to sort of surprise OG a little bit.
Yeah.
Catch one good kill and then follow it up with some pretty quick reactions. That's
accelerate.
Yeah, exactly. That was really cool. But can you keep relying on that?
What I want to see here is some of that teamwork of using the nades. There we go. All right, there we go. Thorough work. This is what Astralis are really good at. Get those nades down. Their protocols are solid. And it's going to make life very difficult for Montu to op. So Dupree making sure that he's clearing up here towards Catwalk. Nobody holding close. Magus is cleared upper dark. And so now you have the options here if you're Astralis.
Surely going to be a resplit. Magus could join them on Catwalk if he wants to, but yeah, I guess maybe they will. No, are they faking it instead?
Dupree with the smoke over. I mean, Alexi B is going. I mean, he's just torn right now. Really not quite sure. 40 seconds on the clock. Still hasn't made up his mind.
Device is heading up for that nade, but the fact that they're all on that side suggests that, you know, they're pulling some sort of a trick here. Valda, if he catches them in the middle of there, that would be a disaster. There's 28 seconds and the bomb is in lower dark. What is going on here for Astralis? They are waiting such a long time. This could be completely devastating. We've just seen OG do this and fall victim to the very same thing. 16 seconds on the clock. Alexi goes down, but they need a clean entry. There's still two people inside of the B-bomb side. Through the smoke, it's Flames with a double kill. And I don't know what Magus and Device want to do, but they are out of time. Whatever the plan was, it just can't be executed any longer. Device has to fall back. That looked like they just waited forever. I don't even know what the plan was.
Oh, and he survives! That was so close. Flames was so close to taking this op away. That would have been true disaster.
Almost had him.
So close.
This is Flames showing up. This is wild.
Dude, through the smoke, that's unbelievable. But dude, the Alexi B smoke at 30 seconds. Are you kidding me, dude? He's got an incendiary and a smoke.
Wild.
Sub 40 seconds at the mid doors. That is so insane. Astralis are just, they can't believe their eyes when they see that go up.
Man. Were they expecting more of a reaction out of OG? I don't even know what they were waiting for such a long time. It was really just interesting. 18-17. OG with the chance here to win in the regulation. Flames, actually, he's making noise. He's not even hiding the fact that he was that far up. But they're out the middle. They could do the exact same thing, only much quicker, and it would work. If they get Nico, that's it. It's double OT. And all they need is a smoke to CT spawn and one good fight there. They're so close to being in the right position here.
Well, Montu's actually close this time, too. He's not going to see anybody up here on Catwalk, and that's going to be a dead giveaway. You can already see Alexi B rotating into CT, and he can do exactly the same thing. Smoke goes down. It's going to be a little bit late this time.
Oh, he's through. He charged right in for a double kill. Unbelievable. He goes down to Sip eventually, but inside of the bomb site again, Nico and Valda holding it 45 seconds, so at least Astralis have the time to try and get that double overtime. Device trying to get through the window. He's going to get shot in the back, and no! That's the bomb down in the window! That was the one thing that definitely could not happen for Astralis. Now, Sip is going to be risking his life to get up there and pick it up, but he could have got killed doing that, and it will be a bomb plant. A 3 versus 2 here in the after plant. Magus with a 1 kill. Good lineup, good crossfire. And now it's Mantu versus Sip. They know where he is. He's right in that corner. He's definitely already been spotted. Jumps up and it's going to be the flick. Taking him out. And that is going to be the second map in favor of OG. Absolutely spectacular in overtime. And Mantu, top of the board towards the end. What a